The Bitcoin and crypto markets are up. I bet if you're invested in crypto now, you have a smile on your face. In this morning's video, we're going to look at why some of the coins are pumping so hard and what's happening in the market. We're also going to have a look at the effect that the Bitcoin halving is going to have on Bitcoin long term. Good morning, everybody. Let's dive right in. As you can see on Altcoin Trader, we've got Bitcoin trading at 130,000 Rand per coin. We've got gold at 23,500 per Kruger Rand or per fine ounce, which is currently below market value. Bitcoin SV trading at a whopping 5,200 Rand per coin. Now that is considerably high. Something that's also standing out is Dash at 1,383 per coin. What is happening with Bitcoin SV and Dash? Why are these coins pumping so hard? Let's flick onto CoinMarketCap and actually look at this in a little bit more detail. Bitcoin, $8,711 per coin, $163 for Ethereum, XRP 23. Now, if we go into Bitcoin SV at $350 per coin and currently in fourth position, this just seems bizarre. 73% gain in the last 24 hours. What's happening? Okay, let's break this down and work out why this has happened. Dr. Craig Wright is the founder of Bitcoin SV. He also claims to be Satoshi. So to give you a bit of background, Dr. Craig Wright was in business with someone called Dave Kleinman. They mined or obtained over 1 million coins, over 1 million Bitcoins. These coins are claimed to be Satoshi Nakamoto's coins. Now, Craig Wright has many times claimed to be Satoshi Nakamoto, but has never been able to prove it. A lot of people thinking it's a simple, easy thing to prove. You just simply spend one or two of the Satoshi Nakamoto coins, showing that you have access to those wallets, and thereby proving that you are Satoshi Nakamoto. To this stage, Dr. Craig Wright has never been able to do this. So the Kleinman estate, because Dave Kleinman passed away, I believe, in 2013. So the Kleinman estate has sued Dr. Craig Wright for half of the coins, which they say rightly belong to Dave Kleinman and now should be handed over to the estate. The court rules in favor of the Kleinman estate and orders Craig Wright to pay 50% of the coins over to the Kleinman estate. So Dr. Craig Wright does not at this stage have access to the coins because he claims that a courier or a bond broker will be delivering the final private key to him in 10 years' time. 10 years has come and gone, and Dr. Craig Wright comes and says, guys, I have the private keys. Now this puts two very important factors in play. First of all, if he does have the keys, this is overwhelming evidence that he is in fact Satoshi Nakamoto. So he will be able to access those coins and he will be able to pay the Kleinmans 500,000 Bitcoins. Plus he will have access to 500,000 Bitcoins. The second thing, of course, if that amount of Bitcoin is liberated and is dumped onto the Bitcoin market, this could have a negative effect on the price because there will be a lot more supply immediately dumped onto the Bitcoin market. Very, very interesting stuff. Craig Wright has till the 3rd of February 2020 to actually show the court that he has access to these wallets and to prove that he has the private keys. So we could see this fiasco going on till the 3rd of February. In fact, actually rising and getting more and more up until the 3rd of February. Personally, I don't think Craig Wright has the keys, and I think it is simply more shenanigans that he is just pulling, and possibly an exit scheme, possibly a way of pumping Bitcoin SV, and then after the 3rd of February, we'll see the price sharply decline. Simply my views, not financial advice, as I often say in these videos. Anyway, let's move further down and see what other coins. As you can see, Dash has pumped 43% in the last 24 hours. In fact, Dash has been going up considerably over the last couple of weeks. Two reasons for this. First of all, we've seen increased adoption in Venezuela and Argentina of Dash. So this would put upward pressure on the Dash price. Secondly, of course, the much anticipated evolution has been launched, even though it is only in testnet. So the news of that obviously affecting the Dash price, causing a nice considerable pump. And finally, in today's video, we're going to be talking about the Bitcoin halving and how that will have an effect on the long-term Bitcoin price. Is the price of the halving already factored into the current Bitcoin price, or are we still going to see a pump before the halving? To be honest, I believe that is reasonably irrelevant, because long-term, this is a very, very bullish for Bitcoin. But to answer that question, I do believe that we are going to see a price increase before the halving, as we have in previous years. Buy the rumor, sell the news is the well-known saying. So what we've seen in the past is that building up to the halving, a nice increase in the price, and at the halving or the week before the halving, market's pretty flat because people have sold the news, so to say. But I want to quickly explain how Bitcoin inflation works and how this affects the price and what we can expect. Every day we see the Bitcoin, we see 1,800 Bitcoins produced and pumped into the Bitcoin market. So if we take 1,800 Bitcoins, which is the amount produced every single day, and we times that by the current Bitcoin price, let's say 130,000 Rand, that 1,800 times by 130,000 works to 234 million Rand. Now that is the amount that has to be pumped into the Bitcoin markets every single day to simply maintain the price. So 234 million has to be pumped in today, otherwise the Bitcoin price will theoretically fall. If more is pumped into the market, the price will rise. If less is pumped into the market, the price will fall. Remember, this is a very simplistic model that I'm presenting here. There's actually a lot more that goes into it, but it is still a very solid and a very effective model to do your calculations on. So at 12 May 2020, when the halving is set to take place, we can see the supply of Bitcoin coming under tremendous pressure. Half the amount of Bitcoin that is currently being produced on a daily basis will be produced. So because Bitcoin will become a lot more scarce, we can see and we can expect that if that 234 million continues to be pumped into the Bitcoin market, we can see the price increasing exponentially. I hope that makes sense. It's a very simple explanation on how the halving and the Bitcoin inflation will work together to affect the price in an upward direction. Guys, if you find my videos valuable, if you find the information that I put out of value, I'll ask you to subscribe to my channel, hit the thumbs up. That's it from me. I'm out.